Hey, what's going on to all of my cancer crabs? So I said that I was going to do this video for a long time, for a few months, and this video is finally here. So um, what about cancer crabs? Oh, wow. The situation with cancer crabs is that many people love cancer crabs. Case in point, Mike Tyson, 50 Cent, um, many cancer crabs that came about. Conor McGregor, people love cancer crabs. It is what it is. They do. The situation with the cancer crabs is that although people love them, their emotions are the thing that gets in the way. Cancer rules over feelings and emotions. A lot of times people don't the cancer crabs don't necessarily understand that their very same emotions is what's holding them back. Because there's a difference between feelings and emotions. They're not the same. Your feeling is your divine intuition or instinct. What knowledge you gather without signals. What knowledge or understanding or bright idea you get without someone giving you a hint or something giving you a hint. It's a bright idea. It's an eureka moment. It's something where it pops into your head, an idea. And that's what your feelings are. Your emotions, your emotions is very dysfunctional. And the reason why it's dysfunctional is because it ends up accumulating and it becomes trauma. It becomes like junk. Cancer crabs is the zodiac sign of junk because or holding on to things where it's okay to let it go. And all of the water signs really have this problem, but cancer crabs has this problem the most. The reason for that is because the cancer crabs want to hold on to the memory because the memory is so special to them and what it means that the actual physical item getting ends up getting held longer than what it actually is supposed to be, and that the cancers oftentimes forget that it's not about the physical thing. You can throw certain things away and it's okay to let it go. It really is physically. It's what's here, it's what's in you. You remember what's going on. You understand what's going on. You understand that it's about your memory and that you have it in you. It's on you. It's in every fiber of your being. You've lived that experience. You know how special that love feels. You know whatever the situation is, you know how that felt to you. You know what it felt like in here and in here. You know what your whole being, your entire body, you know what it felt like. There is no need for you to hold on to the physical thing because that event has essentially passed. Not saying that you can't relive that event or certain elements of that event, but you don't have to try to keep reliving a particular event in a particular way. It's okay, right? And because of this lack of understanding of themselves, a lack of understanding of their emotions, a lack of understanding of their feelings, the cancer crabs can often misconstrue the two, where cancers may think that their divine ability to be resourceful, because that's what intelligence is to me. That's what real intelligence is to me, is resourcefulness that cancer crabs have. The ability to take something so small and what people throw away in the trash and think is insignificant, and the ability to pick it up from the trash, to see the potential of it, to see the value in it, and then Take what it is that other people do not value. Take what it is that other people hold value less, holds as trashy, and make something powerful into it. Make something, pour your own love, which Cancer does very well in. Tenderness, power, um, influence into, and actually create that thing, that object, that person into a more mature, powerful thing, person, idea, right? And they misconstrued that with their emotions, the fact that they need to be protected. Meanwhile, they have a hardened shell, and that they can't see that they are protected and that they're tougher than what it is that they actually, it's ironic, they even give themselves credit for. Why do you think so many Cancer crabs go into a sport, sport like mixed martial arts? If you weren't tough, and they are actually the heads of a lot of sports. John Jones is a Cancer crab. Conor McGregor is a Cancer crab. Israel Adesanya is a Cancer crab. The zodiac sign that Israel Adesanya fought against is a Cancer crab. Alex Pereira, right? That was knocking out everybody. The point is, 50 Cent is a Cancer crab. The point is, right? The person who plays Tommy from the show Power is a Cancer crab. The point is, Rose Namajunas, No Love, Cody Garbrandt. I can go on and on and on and on and on. Mike Tyson, on and on and on. This the situation is that Cancer crabs are a very pivotal part of society. What you Cancers should be focused on is using that resourcefulness and that determination to succeed and become more powerful. And inevitably, you Cancer crabs do end up rising up through the social hierarchy, and you end up actually becoming something more powerful. You become alphas in position, but you don't necessarily become alphas internally a lot of the times, due to the fact that you don't give yourself credit and you are unwilling to accept strife and challenges into your life. You Cancer crabs can be so worried about the punches that's coming towards you. You're not even paying attention or consciously aware that you're tougher than what it is that you give yourself credit for. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be in so much combat sports. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be able to rise above the hierarchies the way that you do in such a meteoric and sustainable way that you are able to do it. You wouldn't be so good at the talents that you have if you weren't built for this, if you weren't built for life in general. It's up to you to understand that about yourselves, and understand that the people around you that you happen to be in love with, or the people that you trust, there's not a whole such thing as misfortune and people betraying you around the corner. That's only a delusion that you're having. Not everyone whom you come into contact with is actively or proactively, or maybe even subconsciously or reactively looking to use and manipulate you. And oftentimes, this is where the Cancer crabs end up making a lot of very rash decisions. And they can end up putting themselves and other people in risky situations that way. Due to the fact that you Cancer crabs don't seem to understand that people do love you, and that they do care about you, and that they do look up to you, and that they do trust you. They do admire you and see you as a peer, because that's what the salute from the Navy or the Army came from. It's this, looking at you like a peer, right? Seeing you eye to eye at eye level, meaning that they see you as a peer. They see you as a rival for healthy competition. Go and watch the video on healthy competition, to where they are humble enough and they actually see you as an individual that is a peer, right? A healthy rival, a rival in the sense that it's a person that brings in healthy competition, keeps you on your toes, someone that you can look to and be inspired to and say, I'm inspired by this person. They do look at you like that. But a lot of times you Cancer crabs are so interested in seeing the other element of it, in the sense that, is this person trying to betray me? And if you ask me, that's a loser's perspective, because if people didn't take you seriously, why are you reaching such high heights in society if people didn't take you seriously? But that's just something that the Cancer crabs don't necessarily take into consideration. What the Cancer crabs need to do, and this is just my own perspective, in order for you Cancer crabs to enjoy your lives more, whether, no matter what it is, with love, with money, with business, with friends, with family, is to, number one, learn to let things go. If you ever seen a crab will eat its own children. Learn to let things go. Learn to understand that people have their own life independently or interdependently from you, and learn to respect it. Um, not everybody has to not everyone has to revolve around you. Yes, you may love these people, and that's good. That's very good. But you need to learn to experience the loss of what it feels like when other people actually go out and they become independent and interdependent from you. Because if you smother them, you will only destroy them. You won't actually see them come through and grow and expand and actually build on top of the foundation that you Cancer crabs has built in their lives, especially as a parent, or as a significant other, or as a friend, regardless of how you build that foundation. Because you have to learn to get rid of the internal junk and be able to understand what exactly is the obstacle course and what is the feelings. What is the direct connection to the divine, and what is the obstacle course, i.e. the junk, i.e. the emotions that stops you from that direct connection between your own source and yourself, your physical body, right? Quantumly, that you're not understanding about a given situation and yourself and the environment around you, and how you can manipulate and change that environment starting internally first, to actually be able to influence your environment. I was able to do something like that. However, and you Cancer crabs can do that. That's why it is that I say that you Cancer crabs are reality manipulators, right? Back when I was doing the Marvel thing, because you can change your environment, but you change your environment by changing yourself internally as well. Please understand that people are not looking to betray you in every single facet of your life. You do have people who do look up to you and they do see you as a peer. However, if you walk out of their lives without any kind of justification to do so, then what you don't understand is you're actually the one that's implementing the pain that's unnecessary more than you're actually doing what you could be doing, which is to encourage people to heal from leading by example, by showing them a little bit of love, which is what it is that they want and they need from you, Cancer crabs. Well, there's more elements that I can expand on when it comes to cancers because, and I'll say this, if you don't, and it's already starting to happen a little bit, unfortunately, because it is very sad. If you don't, if you cancers don't learn to 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 accept the fact that you do have a hard outer shell, and when it comes to love, you will have to take certain situations and accept certain situations, I may add, that you may not necessarily like or want. But if you don't learn to accept that aspect about yourself and to accept the darker natures about yourself and implement it into a constructive way that works for you, and this is something that's already starting to happen, people will start to stay away from you. I'm already observing in my own life where people are starting to look at certain situations and be like, this person is a cancer crab. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And it's starting to be used against you. So just understand, cancer crabs, you have a very powerful ability to love, nurture, and really upgrade yourself as well as other people. But controlling, I'm gonna say controlling, but influencing the environment around you is not going to work unless you influence your internal self as well. And I have a Cancer in the South Node. So that's it that I have for Cancer crabs so far. Peace. Love y'all.